Hey everybody, it's time to play Pathologic 3. Um, I am so excited to play this game. I have, unfortunately for me, I've had this game installed for about an hour now, and I have been unable to play the game because my cats decided that they wanted to fuck with my yarn. And so I've literally been untangling yarn for about an hour. It's still not fully untangled, but you know, at a certain point, I have decided to take my losses. That being said, though, I'm very excited for Pathologic 3. Just came out a couple days ago. Got it as an early birthday gift, and it's unfortunately, because it just came out, it's probably going to be very buggy. They will probably and hopefully fix these bugs, but we will see. Those who may know, I am a big Pathologic head. I played through all of Pathologic Classic HD and Pathologic 2 for this channel. I only did one playthrough of Patho 2. But I was trying to be very comprehensive with Classic HD. So now it's time for Patho 3. And I'll probably treat this one just like I did Patho 2, to be honest, where like I'm not going to look through any spoilers, nothing like look anything beforehand. I know what technically happens, but I actually don't really know what's going on, so and I mean, I'm sure all of that will be revealed as time goes on, as it always is. So yeah, let's get into it. Ooh. Few things I know about this game. Time travel. Daniel Dankovsky. It's Pathologic 3.
I'm Daniel Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine.
Okay, Dan, I'm gonna have to shut you up for a second because I forgot to turn on the goddamn subtitles. 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 So turns out they haven't added subtitles for the cinematics if the text and voice languages are the same. They will add this in subsequent patches, but I want to play this game now, so I changed the language to Russian. So we're gonna hear it all in Russian and not in English. But we might change it. Who can say what'll happen in the future?
Я Даниил Данковский, бакалавр медицины. Всю жизнь я исследовал смерть. Главный страх, ограничивающий человека. Мои исследования испугали всемогущие власти. Мою лабораторию в столице хотели закрыть. Нельзя отрицать, что некоторые явления нынче сохранились лишь в самых странных и удаленных уголках нашей страны. В маленьких городках, куда не добирались еще передовые умы. Люди слишком легко смиряются с тем, что смерть якобы неизбежна. Мы идем к ней всю жизнь, покорно как скот. Они должны. В поисках бессмертия я наткнулся на слухи о Симоне Каине, якобы бессмертном человеке. Он жил как раз в таком городке. Возможно, это то самое доказательство, что я ищу. Мой последний и главный пациент. Мне нужно его найти, иначе дело всей моей жизни обречено.
Okay, game is chugging. All right, let's see. What do we got going on here? All right, time keeps moving fast. Okay, the mind map. My thoughts, conclusions, deliberations. To see the events of a specific day, press its number on the circle. Okay. Day 1, in which the calamity can still be prevented. Oh, Dankovsky. No, it can't. Which could be the first day, depending on perspective. Let's look at all these, yeah. Day 2, in which the Bachelor disturbs the Earth twice. Day 3, in which the bell tolls. Day 4, which ends more abruptly than the rest. Day 5, in which the Bachelor will grab only remaining thread that may lead to Simon Kine. Day 6, which is not the end yet. Day 7, in which the Bachelor will remember his close ones. Day 8, which the Bachelor falsely considers good. Day 9, in which the Bachelor performs his occupational duties. Day 10, in which the hospital is closed down. Day 11, in which some thanatological theses are being Day 11, in which some thanatological theses are being practically proven. And yeah, alright. Yeah, let's click. What are my thoughts for today? Okay, we can just, like, see them from the get-go. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong buttons. Okay. Okay. Immortal man, Simon Kine. An alleged immortal lives in this town. Understanding him is the only way to save my Thanatica. Are you chasing shadows again, Dankovsky? Are you serious? I barely step off the train and my things were immediately stolen. Ah, the joys of rural life. Without my tools, I'm useless. I must find the prototype and the microscope. They're vital. 8. Click to see on map. Alright. I keep clicking buttons. Can I? Okay. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. Alright, so we have destination train station, district status comms. Alright. Oh, colpa secreta parto, offensa in grido, comsul, mala vendetta, fiat Estonia, alver vicet dispensa. Oh. Oh. Okay. Shekin, Steppe Village. Okay, so he considers Shekin. Okay. All right, let's see. So those are our thoughts, things. Okay, I managed to maintain balance for now. Another thing he starts with gun. Is that a gun? What is that? Show description. I would like. Freshman's watch. Nika gave this to me on my first day at university. The inscription reads Ad multos annos. And people, so we played the Marble Nest DLC, but I know they are listed as regarding with like chess pieces. So we got artifacts, casebook, notes. And another thing I know is that we have this apathy and mania, because it is canon that Dankovsky has bipolar, which my man is woo. So okay, lots of X's. Why are there X's? Can we not go through there? Is that already? Hey, no? Okay. Oh, that's how I do it. Okay, so I can talk to these people. I can't talk to behind their backs. Hello? X. What? Oh, I wasn't expecting a welcoming parade or anything, but he could at least look up at me, no? Ah, sweeper. Classic element of provincial society. A provincial scenery. I say, a living, breathing person stepping off our train. Let's see. Do you normally only get dead people? Where did you come from? The capital. Daniel Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. I am told a supposed immortal man, Simon Kine, lives here. I have come to study him. Right. Do you city folk always take 20 trunks of shirts with you? Or did you manage to cut it down to 10, sir? Let's see. Doesn't matter how many I took with me if they're getting stolen within the first minute. It's just kids being kids. No need to be mean to them. What? Should I thank them? Give them candy? Exactly. If you need your shirts back so badly, why don't you go looking for the tots that ran away with them? Just ask them nicely. These kids are like magpies. They'll trade your precious linens from the capital back in exchange for bits of colored glass, or even just a story. But whatever you do, don't hurt them. I have plenty of stories to tell, but usually they involve vivisections. I suppose kids do like that sort of thing. Say, is the capital a real place? In a sense, of course. The capital is a myth, and that myth is a real capital. But the city does exist physically. The Kinds come from the capital and made our town, but no other real people have come there ever since. So I was thinking, perhaps Simon Kine simply made up the capital, along with everything else. In a small town like yours, a single individual's authority can grow up to be all-encompassing. I assure you, though, Kine did not simply make up the capital. Reasoning. Sometimes I need to take a step back from the moment and think logically through something. It helps me put piece of the picture together. Okay. My luggage. This town gave me a warm welcome, didn't it? Some suitcases are missing. My luggage! The sea sweeper says no one here will help me find the missing items. I'm speechless at the customs of the townsfolk here. How am I supposed to do my research without tools? Let's say Sweet Sweeper says no one will help me find them. I might be able to recover something intact along the way. Follow the thieves' tails. I'll have to handle this myself. The most important thing is the microscope. Without them, I might as well just catch the next train back. Okay. No help it up. Open mind map. Okay. Alright, what a... Let's see. Utopia. Such a serene place. If immortality still exists in our country, it would be here. Locals treat the children with strange deference. I'll have to catch the thieves myself. New shoes. May I introduce you to? Station Mud. Okay. Mania. Alright. Do I run fast? Oh, what's happened? Attentive gaze. Some objects can be useful. I can spot them easily if I, LB, concentrate. Some thoughts will affect your mental state. Disturbing thoughts. Precious lick, a gutted fish. This is mine. Okay. Hey, eyes on us. The thief's seen us. The thief! Mr. Thief, are you for real? Say something in thief speak. What do you mean, Mr. Thief? You're the ones who've stolen my things. Thief! Thief! You stole the train's heart, you did. Just ripped it out and stole it. Now it'll die without a heart. Many creatures in this world survive perfectly well without hearts. A train, I believe, would become in the order of Chrysostyleta, worms. They don't need hearts. Are you stupid, mister? Worms don't look like that at all. They have arms and legs and a forehead and 2 hearts, one in his chest and one in his wife's. And bristles, you forgot bristles. What bristles? Have you ever seen a worm? They're bald. You're not just a thief, you're a dummy too. Ha ha ha. Listen, boy, enough jokes for today. I've come to this town for important business which I cannot conduct without my microscope and my prototype. Please, return them to me. Hey, hold on. No need of begging and the politeness. What'd I even do to you anyway? I didn't take nothing, it was all Jekka. My microscope and prototype are precise, delicate instruments. If they break, they'll only be scrap metal and glass. They'll just die. Like the train. You don't want that, do you? I don't. Then tell me where Jack has taken them. Jack has taken the heart back to go fix the train. That way to its face. Am I his snitch now, Master Thief? No. A snitch is someone who runs off to inform without being asked to do so. You're an honest witness. No discipline, no toothbrush either. Father would have canned me if I walked around looking like that. Damn it all to hell, bromide split open. Beetle! I didn't bring a heap of leaves. Most fragile ones didn't break. What's that? In return, there will be a celebration here too. Friends will honor my victory, or enemies will rejoice at the collapse of my endeavors. The suit mix on the bottom isn't mine. They wanted a joy where they could at least take all the suitcases. I don't really know what any of this means yet, so. Most red ones don't break. You didn't touch the chemicals. Thankfully, my analysis kit is all set. They really went crazy. Huh? What is everything in here? Bromide, beetle, valerian extract, camphor, tobacco, revolver bullet, weighs as much as a human life, coffee, calomel, belladonna, bromide, water. Oh, I can have a quick slot? Use. Hey, back off, you! Get away from the girls, and from me too! I ain't afraid of Uncle Roan when he boozes up, and I ain't afraid of you neither. I've got a knife. You can't hurt us, got it? My nerves are hanging by a thread this thin. Do you want to see what happens when it finally snaps? Your hands are shaking, and you got those crazy eyes. Uncle Roan gets those eyes too when he reaches for a second bottle. And the shakes. Then he picks fights. Don't even think about picking a fight with me. I got a real knife, I do. What the hell are you blabbling on about? And Jack has got one too. We all got knives, actually. I'm a scientist. I'm here to conduct breakthrough research, not to chase like some mongrel after a bunch of kids, after my suitcases, after the last drop of human dignity left in me. Frightening extremes. It's hard for me to talk to people when I'm too apathetic or manic. I need to stabilize my condition first. I cannot talk. The world's abuzz with mania. Oh, head swing. My state of mind can be changed with drugs. Some make me more apathetic. Others make me more manic. I need to keep an eye on my mental state and my supply of drugs. Nervous tension makes me quicker. Fascinating. Okay, I don't know. Alright. Really just hitting it. Let's see. Increases one hit of addition, which is to say dulls one's brain. Sometimes you need just that. Ah. I see. Oh no, I wanted to use it, not quick.
Тише, голова.
Nuh-uh, it's quiet. It's dead already. Say. A dead heart keeps beating for 40 days. That's what my mom says. It couldn't have been dead that long. Do it. Tack it on. It won't fit in there. It just won't. Told you we should have stuck it in the belly, not the mouth. Life's in the belly. Everyone knows that. Nope, a locomotive's life sits in the front with the driver. That's where the fire is, so the heart should be too. That's what Boulder told me. You're Jekka, right? You're correct. A train's life is in the locomotive, which is housed in the front. Ah, begone, vile snake! You killed the other trains, didn't you? It's 'cause of you they don't come to us no more? We were wondering, and we didn't know why they kept dying. We got a whole graveyard. They're all rusted up. They can't go anywhere. And it's because of you. You stole the train's heart for yourself and carried it away in a suitcase. Now all the trains are dead. Let's see. If the train stopped coming a long time ago, it can't be my fault. I've never been here before, and I'm not very good at stealing hearts. That's true, we've never seen him here before. So he steals hearts from the future, then? You steals hearts from the future, mister? You said yourself that the train's heart's at the front. I rode in the carriage in the middle. How could I get to the heart, then? Through the bowels, like all Menkyu do. You don't get to the heart through the bowels, my young friend. You'll hit quite a different body part first. Without it, the train stopped wailing, stopped moving too. That means it's dead. So this is its heart. Obvious, right? I don't know how to make you all understand that my prototype has nothing to do with the train. Look, see, they're made of different metals. Well, you know, a man doesn't look very shiny on the outside either, and inside he's all red. No, he's right. The body has different layers, but the meat is made of meat. That's what Grandpa Burak said. Look, my prototype is not the train's heart, and it certainly won't repair it. But it is an interesting thing in itself. So let's make a deal. You give it back, and I tell you how it works. I don't know. And there will be corpses in the tail, a whole pile of them. These corpses, were they stabbed or strangled? The kin must never cut, they only strangle. So, if they were stabbed, the kin didn't do it. Look here. Let me take the prototype. I won't run away. I promise. To wind it up, you need to turn this handle clockwise. Oh, the capital 2 weeks ago. Okay. Hey. What's going on? What's going on?
Ну, люди. А что люди?
Okay, no sub...
Человек Божий обшит кожей. Такие вот они и есть. Люди.
Okay, so...
Люди. Человек.
Okay, so no subtitles. Alright, we might have to switch it to English, because I thought, alright, so we'll just have to wait for a future patch, I think, to get proper subtitles. To prime it, hold this crank and turn it clockwise. Chief. Hello? Oh, for crying out loud, your mind's flown away again. Prime the what now? This morgue is swimming in a gas leak from Lab 102. I heard of the alarm. That's right, I pulled the alarm because of the chlorine from Lab 102. Anyway, the crank's stiff, so you'll have to turn it with some forge. Playton, are you crazy? There's a gas leak. Why did you call me in here for? We have to seal the morgue and evacuate quickly. No, Daniel. What we have to do is load the prototype you're fiddling with and use it to get into the morgue. A woman rose from the dead in there, and it will be, I think you'll agree, extremely frustrating if she dies again. We must get her out. An inevitable fate indeed. I was collecting tissue samples to determine the onset of rigor mortis when I heard a noise. I turned around and, holy smokes! A woman was sitting up on the gurney, stiff as a poker, rasp in her throat. I started toward her, but then I smelled the gas and pulled the alarm lever. Let's see. Chlorine isn't known for bringing back the dead, but if the woman who brought here was brought here by mistake, alive, perhaps the gas could have irritated her mucous membranes enough to wake her. Chief, you're braiding another one of your chains of hypotheticals. We need practical observations. Pull out the patient, then write the monograph, not the other way around. You're right. Tell me what I should do with this device. This prototype, I think you called it. I already told you, but fine. Let's go over it again. You're holding an experimental prototype meant to dissipate tuberculosis miasma. Remember the consumption task force? Kaufman, Gorski, Anastin. Let's see. Of course I remember. In the wake of Bazen, they were commissioned to make a device to dissipate miasma, but I believe it was meant for something other than tuberculosis. This magnificent gizmo distributes an aerosol of disinfectant. First you load the prototype, then there's bottles of solutions in the beige cabinet. Best set it on the table when you load it. You can't do it when you're holding it. I load it, then what? Then you wind the prototype up. To prime it, hold this crank here and turn it clockwise. And then I just release the contents into the gas. Correct. Wind up the crank, then release. The gas should dissipate, theoretically. When wind, release, dissipate. Repeat until you reach our resurrectee. Just remember, the chlorine will keep coming while a supply of solution is finite. Just try to be as efficient as possible, Chief. Keep close to the exit and protect your airways. With your hand if you've got nothing better. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, call for help. Pneumatics with medical prime in. The longer I hold the crank, the stronger the effect. Operation range is supposed to be decent. Clears the miasma in front of it. One load is good for 20 uses. You need to spend fluid wisely. A morgue corridor is like a maze. To load the prototype, I need a stimulant, an anesthetic, and a toxin. Required ingredients are readily available, at least in the institute. First thing, we teach lab assistants. The best stuff is in the beige cabinets. They should be here in those beige cabinets. Heat, then open the valves, evaporate, residue goes into the prototype, add the ingredients one by one to the setup, and heat it up. Should be enough for 20 uses. Load the prototype. Before you can use the prototype, you need to load it. Ingredients are in the cabinet. Loading station is on the table. Okay. Use the prototype at X. Load the prototype. Well, I needed to grab stuff. Okay. Loot. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Load. Prototype successfully loaded. It should be good for a little longer. So then, how the fuck? Hold right trigger to charge. Release when the pendulum stops. Okay. How the hell? This place makes no sense. Okay. Alright. How am I? Okay. Okay, there we go. Hey. Are you death? You have death's eyes. Give me your hand. Talking can wait. The end of the tunnel. There's a second tunnel. You can tell me everything you've seen in your posthumous visions later. We need to get out of here at once. Okay, alright. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. What does that mean? It means that when you die, there's neither life nor death, but something else entirely. Like a coin falling off its edge. Or a Mobius strip. You shouldn't concern yourself with such things, though. Can I have my prototype back? take it. It spins all boring, clockwise only. Grandpa Simon has clocks that spin every which way. Besides, the train's already dead. Couldn't save it in time.
Grandpa Simon. You mean Simon Kine? I'm here to meet him, actually.
We've only got one grandpa between us.
And what are those special clocks he has?
I'm sick of this game. Go away. We're gonna play a cat in the old hat. We still have time before the sun sets.
Wait, what about my microscope? I'll trade you another tail for it.
We didn't take your microscope.
Where is it then? If the prototype is in my right hand, the microscope is in my left. I can't collect data without it.
The dogheads must have taken it. Khan and Notkin got a deal. All the war spoils get split down the middle. They don't care about hearts, not in any of the many faces. Why would they need another one? What does your microscope do? Is it alive?
A microscope is a kind of metallic pipe fitted with lenses, used to look at small objects, and it makes them large and detailed.
Oh, a kaleidoscope. To look at the colorful town. You can do it like Capella?
A cappella? I'm not much of a singer.
Neither is Capella.
So as it stands, you passed my belongings to some other gang, and I need to go to them to get my microscope back. Am I right?
Khan must have given it to Capella as a gift. Are you stupid? She hates kaleidoscopes after what happened to that stained glass. No, Khan wouldn't have given it to her. If it's something that changes things when you look at it, he must have given it to Grandpa Simon. Grandpa Simon loves things like that. Khan wouldn't give it to anyone, not before he looks at it himself. Or after, either. But he's honest, even if he's wicked. He'll give you back to the owner. If you find him in town, he'll deal fair.
Where can I find him?
Well, if they brought you a micro kaleidoscope in the polyhedron, you won't see it again. No use looking there. Try the stairways to heaven. The dogheads like them. They look like the polyhedron. There's one right there in the maw.
Thank you.
Okay, we've middled out. Okay, I'm zooming. I'm trying to zoom. There we go. In the capital, it just seemed like an amusing trinket, but I'd hate to lose a unique invention, especially one so dear to Platon. The second tool was stolen by a different gang of children. I'll have to search the town for it. Not the guided tour I've hoped for. Okay, and I'm just gonna change... Let me see. Can I change the... Oh, no, that's not what I want at all. Thank you. I'm gonna change it to English. And I'll just have to... Okay. Alright, where... Town gate. My microscope was allegedly taken here. Where am I? I'm here. Can I put down a pin? No. Okay. Okay, there are 14 uses of that left. I mean, that's going to be very important. Okay, let me see if I do... No weapon, empty, prototype, primary, prototype, projectile mode. Okay, let's see, what am I? What's that? Fresh glyphs, rich color, is as strong with cinnabar, really. A sharp, suffocating smell. Okay, and so it seems like he'll walk slower and faster depending on... Oh, what happened here?
Jacob Stark, Garrick, and what was his name?
Bertie. Bertrand. Such a harmless fellow he was. Never hurt a fly in his life. And the Ripper slashed him to ribbons just like the rest of him anyway. The brute. We must give in these unfortunate souls the proper burial they deserve, and then find the Ripper, and give him a burial befitting of a beast. Crete cloak. Do not act rashly. Give Kirrick to me. I'll pay you back. In kind, in herbs, in blood.
What happened here? The Rippers come to town. The father killer, Brock, He was always a wild one, and then Amara Shabnak lay with him in the steppe and whispered things in his ear to make him water the earth with blood. As soon as he got off the train, he went on his murder spree. He killed Jacob Stark, he killed Garrick, he killed the harmless Bertie. He's a monster. Let's see, I thought I had someone come on. I thought I had come alone, or almost alone, but I definitely don't recall a Mad Ripper on the train with me. He arrived on the freight train, took the back door like a thief in the night. The freight train was bringing medicine, sweets, and coffins, so the Ripper must have hidden away in a coffin, or else Shabnak would have torn him into the steppe. You just said the Shabnak copulated with him, but now he's hiding from her in a coffin. Only 2 sentences in this conversation, and I already want to shoot myself. Boyante, hear me out. Blood of my Ordurk, Suak sings of a fierceness, a sharpness, inside of the one you called Kirik. Give his body to me. He is dead to you anyway. You will bury him, and he will not away until nothing is left. I will bury him, and Suak will eat him, and drink his savagery and his sting, and sing in Ubne's dun, an herb song, in gratitude. She'll give us twire, and will brew us lots of twirring. She will give us ashen swish, the hardest of the herbs, harshest of the herbs. Bikleneb, ashen swish is a cruel herb, a bad herb. It thrives on blood and spite. Suwak sings that we need plenty of swish soon. Yours is a burial into Eponines, but mine will give a burial into Suwak's womb. I am at your feet, Chain Kernug, good people. Give me the one you call Kirik. Should we give her the body, maybe? He didn't seem to have any family, and without them in the picture, I guess it doesn't matter if we bury him, or if the kin do. Who knows? Suppose we do get a good crop of twire. I was under the impression that who buries actually matters quite in a lot of traditional cultures. But they aren't just going to bury him. They'll desecrate him until not even Shabnak can recognize what's left. That's what you're going to do, isn't it? Isn't it, step girl? Say it, and don't you dare try to lie to us. I am at your feet, Heinknud. Good people. I promise there will be no desecration. We will take his name so it holds his sharpness no longer, and we will lower him into Suwok's womb. Everyone will forget him, forget the wicked murderer Kirik, and only Ashen Swish will remain. I knew there was a catch. Wicked or not, you can't just bury a person without their name. Everyone has the right to be remembered, if nothing else. But he really was a wicked man. The rare time someone remembers him at all, they never have anything good to say. Perhaps it's for the best that everyone forgets him. They'll take the name of this Kirik? What does that mean? A touch of our eyes, a touch of our fingers, and the name melts away. The one they used to call Kirik will become a gift to Suak instead. They will have no grave, and there will be no man in the memory of the people. Speak to me no more, stranger. Your words are poisoned. I must admit that clarified nothing. Let's hand over the body. I'd rather avoid a falling out with the kin. It'll only lead to more trouble down the line. What do you think, stranger? You certainly look important. Maybe you have some brains to back it up. Body of a victim at a mile must be withheld for the purpose of more even if a beautiful woman asks otherwise. I don't care one way or the other. Like, I want to give it to the kin, but also I want to... Dunker's a jackass. You know what? Let's do this. I want to give it to the kin. Once a person dies, their body is no more than a collection of molecules and tissues. Any opportunity to put it to some use is a stroke of fortune. Corpus non est templum. Thank you, stranger. Bayarla. Death came to this town today. Such great death, the likes of which have never been seen before. Today it will be a fearsome day. Tomorrow even more so, and on the third day fear itself would die. And without Ashen Swish, we will die too. I have to say that all of these prophecies are making me uneasy. My decision echoes in the future. Let's view my mind map. Let's see. Okay, a murderer came to town alongside me. Luckily, I am prepared to fight death in all its guises. Bowl of bones. The locals believe in a Shabnak, a murderous step golem in the guise of a woman. It's like I've stepped out of time. It's like I've stepped out of time, not just traveled far from home. Precise, more cut akin to surgery than murder. The body is still warm. Surprisingly, for a man like this, he was sober. Stabbed in the stomach, gutted just like my books. Holy mother of smokes! Yeah, man. Corpses always associate this paper with swarm, gawkers. Okay. And where the hell am I going? I'm going somewhere. Where are we going? There's like a trail somewhere. Okay, so I gotta get my microscope. Okay. Doesn't look like I have stamina. I just realized I don't have stamina and hunger in the same way. That's interesting. Whee! Okay. The locals believe in Shabnak, a murderous step golem in the guise of a woman. It's like I've stepped out of time, not just traveled far away from home. Birdies, birdies, gather here, round the barbel nest. Can never have too many coffins. They are imported here. Why? Suppose there aren't many trees in the steppe. Boots. Crimson flower flows at you. You open the coffin. Boots. I didn't expect to see an ordinary girl behind this pile of coffins. Oh, that's Grief! The local... Okay. Hi.
Yeah?
Would you look at that, a customer. Keep walking, customer. The shop's appointment only, and I don't recall your name on the list. From a distance, they looked just like coffins. What did... Just the coffins? I couldn't believe where there were so many. I thought I was dreaming. There can never be too many coffins. Quit trying to scare us. Better yet, have a look. We've got plenty of shops in town, but our warehouse keeper here can get you it for wholesale. Just look at these boots he snagged. Scarlet. They're pretty. Are they from the capital? From a coffin. Coffin's best, and you need a chest. Checkpoint guard wouldn't dare open it up, out of respect. It's inhumane. Meanwhile, still overflowing with tons of pairs of scarlet Saffiano leather boots, tax and duty-free. So you snuggle contraband in coffins. You a tax inspector? I can't imagine a duller job. Keep your nose out of other people's coffins, then. And someone goes in, who knows what happens. Maybe they never died. Maybe they never existed at all. Do what you want. But these boots are no Saffiano leather. Grief. This town lives on imports, so here's the warehouse keeper as a king. Since the contents of the commons are not always what they seem. I wonder, will he be added? No. We don't know that he's important yet. Oh. Transition. Kick. Material world. The mind is affected by interactions of specific objects. They are easy to spot if you enter concentration mode.
As if things are animated.
Oh, curious. Okay, so I'm not digging inside them, but if I do various things, I can... Wrong, foul, stinking tobacco. While in the capital, decadent smokes belladonna. capital. They block roads for ministers, various assassination attempts. Buha, my good little bull, blunt mouth, broad bowed, please forgive us. You're silly, Esre. You always have been. He's returning to Bostorok, to Bodho. We are leading him to the bosom of his mother and father. Why are you asking him for forgiveness? Because Dostorok is dead, Aina. This little bull's whole life, he didn't know it was the most beautiful creature. The immortal Bostorok was waiting for him, and now that he knows Bostorok is dead, Buha will find his father's silent corpse. How can we not pity him? Who died? Bostorok, the father of Katanj. People and bulls. We ask Swok to bring him back. You're the silly one, Aina. Swok didn't eat Bostorok. How could she? He's bigger than her, stronger than her. An immortal can't be killed. He chooses death himself. We ask Bostorok to change his mind and come back to us, his children. What a coincidence. You are burying an immortal, and I came to study one. All immortals are one immortal, Karekun, for death is always one. Therefore, the immortal is always one. So, what happened to Bostorok? Bostorok is the father of Katansham people and bulls. Oh, how can I explain? We are brides walk barefoot so that we can always hear his heart. Tonight it stopped beating. His children are afraid without their father, so we ask him to respond. But I feel he has died. A fang or a claw was thrust into him. I feel the wound bleeding. Rust has soaked into him. I can feel the rot squelching underfoot. Quiet, both of you. You know nothing. Bostorok can only die from gloom. We will cheer him up, feed him, and show him our joy. We will bring the last Oroks to his bosom. Then he will remember us and return to us. So, this bull is meant to be sacrificed. We have little to gain, a lot. Mother Bodho is a blind, loving mother, the warmth of the earth. But Bostorok not only bore us, he watched over us. We lived under his watch. Now the town is without a beholder. Akala good, we are all blind worms now. Mukhar bad. A worm is a worm. A human is a human. A human is meant to see, to build. Look around, beholder. What do you see? You? You haven't looked closely. Go further, see your celebration. Look at the last Oroks. What do you see in this? Tell Guga afterwards. How could I forget Guga? Such beautiful movements. Nord vaccine is derived from vaka, meaning cow. You brought us medicine on your horns, and paid for it with your lives. I'd like to study them, for this bloating common is a condition here. A truly astonishing phenomenon could truly be found in remote parts of the country. Townsfolk aren't used to such special fear mixed with curiosity. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. What? 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 They've tied ribbons all over town and incense burns everywhere. Or is this just what the steppe smells like? Yes, he does look like Guga. Tell Guga. How do you know this is Guga? My eyes touch you, beholder. What was that? I just saw some sort of... What did you see, beholder? Everything around groaned and died, as if we were in the midst of an outbreak. That was tomorrow. That will be yesterday. Was in the bull in the square some sort of parable? Was the bull in some square some sort of parable? Ah, so you're a parrot as well as a worm. Birdies, birdies, gather ye round, round the marble nest. Yes. Exhaustive. Thank you for your vision, beholder. You see more widely than others. We will remember this. If you see something else unexpected, don't be afraid. It's just the eyes adjusting to our current place and time. Keep moving forward. Liberad literae non dant panem, sed apparent mundum. I just imagined. I'm simply adjusting to the climate. Why is she drawing my thoughts? Perfectly healthy children. What devilry am I imagining? Now I'm barely melancholy drawn out creek. We jest, but the anguish keeps growing.
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living. You're too high strung.
Oh, Mark!
They are, to put it bluntly, both puerile and deluded. A tough crowd.
Ah, there you are. Finally, I thought you'd forgotten our agreement. I hope you're ready. Have you memorized your lines? Of course I did. I always have 2 or 3 lines ready in my mind, and I choose one before responding. I take no joy in seeing another player who likes to improvise. Your charge is but to read your lines and not invent them. Wait, is this really the guy? Looks about the same, but outfit's all wrong. Did our guy wear a coat? This costume's more suited to an antagonist. This coat is the latest fashion in the capital, I'll have you know. A guest from the capital. Perfecto! I never have seen such arrogance in all in one person. Sir, you are just what the doctor ordered. I am Mark Immortel, director of the local theater. Pleased to meet you. And you are? Danil Dankovsky, doctor. Magnifico. You see, the actor we've been waiting an eternity for is finally decided to sabotage the rehearsal. You would do us a massive, titanic favor by replacing him, even if just for a little while. Of course, I like this version of Danko. I don't think he is, though. Truth be told, I don't care for the theater. That's perfect. Contempt for the theater is a key ingredient in any theatrical performance. That makes you an even more ideal candidate. Our performance is really quite simple. The main character has just arrived in a remote town and quite accidentally stumbled into a curious rehearsal in which his fate will be decided. Who knows, perhaps he'll die in the end. It seems the performance has already started, and I'll be dragged in against my will. Is that all you have to say? Why do you stare like that? I see in his eyes. His mind is looking for a line to mumble. I'm beginning to recall why my acting career didn't pan out. I say again, he is no leading man. He is unfit to play even a villain. At best, a background player, a body, standing there to fill the stage. It is the steps healer's son who ought to take the role, or that young girl who had crawled out of her grave. They have such pathos, such verve, And what does this one have? A coat. I see you are very awed by my coat. It is perfectly understandable, but envy is a low sentiment. Quod evat demonstradum. The coat is but a prop. Beneath it, who are you? And who are you behind the mask? I am a walking shadow of the slain, a being of words unsaid, a spectre of regret. My, that's too pretentious by half, isn't it? And that is the heart of our play. Our main character, a doctor and a skeptic, encounters the unknown for the first time. He built his whole life around empiricism and scientific inquiry. But what will he do when death addresses him directly? But this isn't literal, right? A hero in a play speaking to death, or the dead is usually a metaphor, an illustration of his thought process. Well, if that makes it easier for you, we can say it's a metaphor. Play it ambiguously. Keep the audience guessing. But wait, I don't want it to be a metaphor. I would promise that I'd be the true voice of the dead. What kind of spoil sport ruins a play like this? I told you he couldn't hack it. That's it, I'm out. Metaphor. And you, I see, are never happy with anything. Sounds like a failed actor to me. Excuse me, Dankovsky. Why are you insulting a colleague? I don't remember making it personal, unlike you. That was hurtful, all right. I think we should stop here. What? He's been insulting me the whole time. Doesn't like my lines, doesn't like my coat. He wasn't insulting you, but your character. I thought you could tell the difference. And I thought you were deliberately blurring that difference. An impressive suit, but quite bulky. A poor man must be drowning in sweat. More bird metaphors. No script and no character, because the dictatorship of the author and the narrative reconstructions is reactionary. I was lured into a student art performance once. We spoke of random combinations of syllables. Never again. Theater is just a relic of the past. Cinema is the real future of art. Huh. That's certainly an opinion, Danka. Down is decorated with red paint. Smoking. Impossible geometry. A world's a stage. Oh no, the big city immersive theater and the fourth wall breaking gimmicks infiltrated this place as well. One aspect of progress I'd hope to escape. He hates meta-literature. When Pale Fire finally releases and he reads it, Dankovsky will fucking hate it. Let's see. I found what looks to be a stairway leading toward the heavens. How does it stay upright? I hope the children of my microscope are there. You can't... Wait until you meet the Stomatins, my dear man. If you could travel through time, would you go to the future or the past? Let's say, I believe past, 10 years ago maybe, where everything could have still been prevented. Grandpa Simon used to say that days are like hopscotch. Usually they go one after another, but sometimes there's two side by side, and sometimes you have to jump backwards. Does Simon Kine know many games? He's the only grown-up who gets games. Everyone else thinks they're just a silly thing for kids, just running around or scoring a point. But Grandpa Simon knows how games should be. I bet he could even enter the polyhedron. Whatever the thing is, I've been told I'll never see inside it. My place is within earthly matters, apparently. Answer me. Did you steal my microscope? I did, yeah. But I gave it to Phil. He's over there on the stairway. Do you mind if I go up? Sure, but if it falls, I won't be the one nursing you back to health. I climbed a lot worse as a kid. Alright. I do find it interesting how I can just break glass if I wanted to. I'm not going to. You don't want to talk to me. Why doesn't it fall? What an impossible construction. Why don't I fall? I advise myself not to look down. That's my microscope. Give it back to me. Well, what is it? Can you see the future? Let me look too. Gimme. Wait your turn, Pipsqueak. Just let me take one look and then I'll give it back. Ooh, there's a bunch of bugs and little hairs. Doesn't look like much of a future. Why are you using your dog's eyes to look? You're not an animal, you know? Yeah, but an animal might see further, though. Needs. Sorry to interrupt, but you should either play pretend as dogs or astronomers. Doing both at once is a bit overboard, stylistically speaking. Oh, it's you. Hey, your thingamajig's busted. It doesn't show anything, just some bugs and weird little hairs. Maybe that is the future? Like, in many, many years. Nothing will remain of us on Earth but bugs and hair. It's very sad if you think about it. It only shows bugs and hairs because you're pointing it at bugs and hairs. See all these different glass pieces inside? Glass like this shows the future when you look through it. Everyone knows that. Grandpa Simon loved making all sorts of things with glass. I've only seen thingamajigs like this at his place. Why'd you steal it from Grandpa Simon, you bastard? This is why we stole it back from you. It's called justice. That is my microscope. I brought it with me from the capital, and you stole it from my luggage. That's called theft. What? You don't know, mister? He doesn't know. Spit it out, you monster. Where did you get this thingamajig from? And what did you do to Simon? It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I was on my way to go visit Simon, and I'd already be there if it weren't for you. Please give me back my microscope. It is a very delicate instrument. Give it back. Give it back. Will you stop whining? If you want it back so bad, what you will give it to us for? Just give him back his thingamajig and let him go on his merry way. It's broken anyhow. I can't see any future at all. No. Grandpa Simon told us, what doesn't take effort doesn't deserve effort. If we just give him back the thingamajig, there's no effort in that. I have a pocket watch on a chain. It definitely shows the future. Let's make a deal. Come on, let me see it. Ooh, nice. And how does it show the future? With this, you always know what time it is. So you know what time it will be in an hour, or 2, or even 3. Which means you know the future. Oh, you're clever, mister. Alright, give us your watch. But show us how your thingamajig works, will ya? We're still curious. Hold on, I need to check if it's broken first. Might be using it to hammer nails. So... okay, I want that. If I want something, I need to give something in return. Fair and square. People won't agree to a trade if I offer things less valuable than whatever I'm asking for. So we want that. So we need 3. Okay, how do I... now, how do I switch to my inventory? Okay, that's all. Okay. Oh, bug. But I don't want both of my bugs. No. How do I... menu? Okay, I gotta get used to the mechanics. Okay, I want to split this. Okay. I feel like the watch might be important, but I also feel like it's actively trying to get me to trade that, so... yeah, it seems like... yeah, so 2 bugs is worth more than enough. Capital 2 weeks ago. Fearless heart to see things through. Glasses without diopters to look older. Leave Thanica to her in a heartbeat. I already have.
I'll follow you through hell, but not high water. If it gets to high water, that's on you.
Please hold on a little longer. Even after inhalation therapy, the swelling won't go down immediately. Chief, finally, where have you been? The woman you rescued from the morgue is conscious, but she might not stay that way. She's still very weak. It's amazing that she's still standing with all the amount of gas she inhaled. Step aside with me for a moment, Chief. I checked the morgue records. A body matching her description was declared dead last night. Don't awaken the thrill of the hunt just yet. If it's indeed what we both think it is, we need to keep cool heads. I'm not claiming it does, but imagine for a second. No, let's stick to the facts. I spoke to the orderly on duty last night. He also confirms that our subject showed no signs of life, and Platon himself was there when she woke up. When I reached this woman through the poisonous fog, she herself insisted she must have died. It's not proof, but she must have some reason to think it. We can't miss this opportunity. Unfortunately, the subject has trouble speaking. All that time in the gas has weakened her voice. I've rinsed her mucous membranes and performed inhalation therapy, but you understand, I can't conduct an extensive interview. Shame. A first-hand account would point us in the right direction. But there's always a physical examination, or taking a sample. Or an examination of her personal belongings. She came into the morgue with some items, though I haven't had a chance to go through them myself. I left them on the table by the back entrance. Will you take a look, Chief? Perhaps there's a clue. Ma'am, would you allow us to examine your things? Okay. Hello, do you remember me? I'm Bachelor of Medicine Daniel Dankovsky, head of the Thanica Laboratory. Last night I saved you from a site of serious gas leak. A man with death's eyes. Let's see. My eyes were affected by the gas just like yours were, but at least you remembered something. I died. Tunnel after tunnel. Just a moment. I'd like to examine your belongings first, and the ones that you've had at the morgue. Okay, so... Oh, let me now the time isn't running. Let me take a look. The blue butterfly. Breathing is a bit easier, but talking is still a bit difficult. Oh, where are they? Where the fuck? Reagents left. 110, okay. Okay, where's her stuff, though? Okay, that's locked. Okay, where's her stuff? Concentrate. Our Lazarus personal effects from the morgue. Papers, they look official. Herbs, not a bouquet, looks medicinal. Morphine, tourniquet, 2 rings, obviously a pair. One would be too big for her. Chronic morphine addict? Or suffer from severe pain. Herbs. Consulted a wise woman instead of a doctor. Self-medicated with folk remedies. The description of the treatment is vague. Something about novel drugs, consent form for the experimental treatment at our institute, accept all the risks and waive all claims. 2 rings. Husband left and took off the wedding ring. Unrequited love. Jilted fiancé. I might understand more if I examine the resurrected woman and take a time sample. Okay. I hope your blood test will tell us something. Microscope. Disease affects bodily systems. The microscope identifies which organ is infected. The tissue samples are placed on glass samples, and an assistant ensures that the sides are sufficiently supplied. Okay, so take sample. Okay, do I get to choose different things? What's the... Gather sample, select, previous, next. Okay, there's just one. Sample taken. Useful tool. I can study collected samples under the microscope. I perform the test, I need reagents. The doctors themselves are in charge of their supply. Okay. So, examine, move around.
Okay, sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, use. Examine. Time to examine. Okay, there we go. Testing magnification. I need to find the red bacteria in the sample. Look for the red bacteria. LB and RB to adjust focus. It will allow me to see the bacteria better. And the lifespan of culture is limited. I must act quickly. A dead sample is useless. That's true. Okay, we want to... Okay, that seems good. Let's look. Oh, there we go. There we are. There we are. Come on, let me examine you. I'm so close. Okay. I'm trying! How the fuck? Analysis. Ah, fuck. Okay. Do I get to try again? Okay. This is the tutorial mode, so, okay. So we have to get really close, is what I learned. Okay. It's on a real interior level. Oh, now it's on the top level. Okay. Okay, so I'm supposed to... Organ is affected, a pathogen has been found. Okay, so we have to have it in focus for a period of time. Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean, Danko? I need to examine you. Okay. Alright, so this is the mechanic. Okay. Use R to rotate the camera around. I'm assuming that maybe they would be nude if time would be spent. R is for rotate, L is for zoom in, zoom out, X is select body part. We'll start with chest. Let's start with... This is... Okay, this is not... Okay, this is not... Okay, this is... Okay, this is... Okay. Alright, I think... I mean, chest, I think, is... Enter inspection mode is LB. Pale and gaunt, looks exhausted. It's no wonder her blood sample points to leukemia. Skin here is seriously damaged. I believe it's due to contact with the gas, likely same for the red mercutial burns. Okay, so now let's look at back. Enter inspection mode, okay. Rough injection. Seems like she had an allergic reaction. She signed consents for vent form for investigational treatment. Okay, inspection mode. Bruising from repeated injection. More consequences of attempted resurrection. Morphine. She did have some with her. Arms reverse. Okay, this is very... Okay. Okay, what's going on here? Let's see. I mean, this is still the same, but that was just on the other... Arrest, and I'll take another things at the lucky thing the thing you had with you. Okay. Together with the examinations and tests, the picture is more or less complete. Our miraculous resurrected woman has late-stage leukemia and injection marks on her body. Apparent death, reaction to experimental drug, lab got scared, didn't sort it out, paired ring, suicide attempt, weakened immune system, couldn't handle the heavy dose of medication, morphine overdose, addicted from palliative treatment for the pain, colleagues thought she was beyond saving. Seraphima waits, and our subject needs to rest. Time to come up with a diagnosis, even if it's preliminary.
They'll go
So,
to any length,
Chief, have you
but
shed any
our
light on the
lengths
case?
are longer.
I'm loath to jump to conclusions, but could Thanica have discovered some genuine phenomena? Let's see. I'm going to assume this one. She's terminally ill and may have swung from one extreme to the other. From self-treatment to our institute, we don't know what medications she took or how they interacted. I suppose so, but how do we explain the most astonishing part, the resurrection? Why did a gas leak revive the subject? Did you see the bruised injection site? Adrenaline. Someone tried to restart her heart with too small a dose. The gas leaked and the body released the adrenaline it was missing. So you think it was a mistake? The subject ended up in the morgue due to negligence. She wasn't actually dead yet, and by coincidence an unaccounted for factor revived her? I'm afraid so. I admit, I was hopeful for it as well. But no, once again, no breakthrough Thanatica. So, does that mean she wasn't dead at all? All the others we tried to find too. As of right now, spontaneous resurrection appears to be nothing but fiction. Then what's your microscope even for? Doesn't show the future, doesn't raise the dead, it's just a toy, really. That's quite the bar you've set your expectations, young man. Alright, if we can't see the future in that glass, then we're off. We've got more important things to do, after all. As do I. I'll leave my things at my temporary lodgings and head to the Crucible to see Simon. I'm ready. If I'm to overcome this child's first hurdle, if I keep this momentum, my trip won't take long. Oh.
Why are you drowning me
What?
in details, Bachelor? Street kids stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote.
And the kids are
but
gone.
it's not.
Oh, and we're transitioning. Inspector of the Special Committee. He was sent to investigate the case of my criminal negligence. Supposedly, I didn't save a town in the east of our country where a plague broke out. I didn't even try, apparently. He's luring me into a trap. His folder is full of intentionally false data. He is not interested in the truth, but rather in the downfall of Bachelor Denkovsky. He is my enemy.
You could have gone and bowed properly, asked for kindness. Who would have refused you? But no, you had to strut about like a peacock.
Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor? Street kids stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote, but not the crime we sat down to discuss 2 hours ago. 2 hours and 15 minutes ago, to be exact. Focus. I'm only interested in what's important. How am I supposed to know, Inspector, what you deem important? I just wanted to recount everything in order, from beginning to end. The beginning doesn't interest me. My concern is the ending, the result, the finale. As for your backstory, your genesis, all of that in the case file. Shall we review it? Yes, please. I'm quite curious as to what it contains. Let's see. Where was it? Yes. The ministerial inspection of your lab, Thanatica, began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what may be described as a person with unique longevity, or at the very least, the results of his medical evaluation. Let's set your fantasies aside for a moment. The important part is that you fled from the investigation. And this town had an outbreak of some sort of fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional on site. Accurate so far? I didn't flee. Proof of human immortality was the only chance to save Thanica. On the third day, the town's leaders gathered in the town hall to form an emergency command to fight the epidemic. And what was Daniil Dankovsky, who was, I repeat, the only qualified specialist in the town, doing that day? What's that? Your lip is trembling. Did I unsettle you? My shame isn't your concern. You're right to feel ashamed. Instead of fulfilling your Hippocratic oath and leading the fight against the plague, you were engaged in... What? Come on, don't look at the table. My eyes are up here. I know where you're going with this, Inspector. It says I tried to flee the town. On the fourth day, the town lost its water supply. They required a hospital, but one person who could set it up. What was he doing? Tell me, Dankovsky, where did you spend the fourth and fifth days? In a jail cell. That's what your papers say, right? Come in the evening on the fourth day, the doctor from the capital attempted to flee the dying town on a cargo train. Like a rat. He was caught and jailed where he remained as the plague ravaged the town. I admit, I find even the act of reading about it repugnant. I won't lie. I considered escape. Escape, not flight. Thanica was in the process of being destroyed back in the capital. You considered escape to avoid facing a painful truth. When I came to the town, I found that Simon Kine, the immortal man on whom I pinned my whole of my hopes, was dead. When I came to the town, I found that Simon Kine, the immortal man on whom I pinned all my hopes, was dead. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Were you fooling? Silent enough. In the beginning, you knew as well as Simon Kine was a fiction, a false hope. When the epidemic began, you could have saved others. Only a doctor. Why did you abandon the ordinary townsfolk? Who cares what happened to you? You failed even before you arrived. So, who cares about what happened to the microscope and your prototype? You failed before you even arrived. Simon Kine's nature, the mystery of his immortality and death, that's the most important thing that happened in this little town. And to me. But I can't just relay it to you. To understand, one must immerse themselves in the details, take in the full picture. Simon Kine's death is the primary concern, not the deaths of tens of thousands, but one fantastical old man. Oh my, Bachelor. Oh my. No, you're twisting it. You're rewriting the past. Where did I lie, exactly? Point it out. Everywhere about the emergency command, the escape, the hospital. The only thing you got right was the reason I came to the town in the first place. Then tell me your version of events. How did it all happen? No tricks. Leave aside your stories of children and microscopes. I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm interested in the ending, not the beginning. Do you also read books backwards? You will recount everything in the order I tell you to. On the sixth day, the plague destroyed the town. So if you would be so kind, explain to me, what were you doing on the fifth day? Were you really so indifferent to the plights of the people around you? The town couldn't have perished on the sixth day. I was there for 12. There's an error in your report. You disappoint me, Bachelor. I'll ask again. On the fifth day in town, what were you doing? The fifth day. Let me think. And that is it for the first episode of Pathologic 3. We're getting drip fed. We're getting drip fed little stuff, and they're trying to tutorialize things. I'm very worried about these mechanics late game. They're gonna be very scary. There's gonna be just like a lot of bullshit. There's just gonna be so much bullshit, which will of course make the game difficult, in a fun and funky way. It already seems like a different game from Patho 2 and even the original classic HD. They are definitely taking things in a different direction, which I'm really interested in seeing. I guess we'll see where it goes. We're only just started and we're barely into it at all, so but I will see you guys next time. I hope you all have a great one. Bye!